It's your boy here, Classic FOREX speaking. You know how we do it. We simplify the complicated. Alright, so in today's pre-market analysis, I'm going to talk about Usdjpy and then the AUD USD. So pull up your chart and let's analyze together. Let's stir it up, guys. Let's stir it up. Alright, so I'm starting Usdjpy on the monthly time frame. I have my monthly upper zone, monthly mid-range zone, and then my monthly lower zone as well. Now, if you look closely to this chart, you can see what I can see strong level of buy pressure coming all the way from this lower zone to the upside, and then breaking above what this mid-range zone also to the upside. Now this buy pressure is so strong that when it came into contact with this mid-range zone or this resistance level, it didn't even see what an impulse move or sell pressure to the downside, but we only saw what strong what move to the upside, breaking above what this mid-range zone. So this tells us how this strong what buy pressure is. And then this move to the upside is called what a push, because price has broken above what a level of sensitivity. So this is a push to the upside, this is an exhaustion to the downside. What happens after exhaustion? Continuational move all the way to the upside. So USDJP on the monthly time frame, we are going to see what continuational move going all the way to hit previous high here before a reversal to a downside will set in, or a break and continuational move to the upside will continue to the upside. But the only move that concerns us now is price going all the way to the upside to complete what the continuational move over here on this one resistance level here on the monthly time frame. All right, so since we know the direction, or since we have been able to determine the move, then or the next move of the market, which is to the upside over here, we are going to go through the various time frames and then we look for a possible entry to pick a buy all the way to this level of what sensitivity before the next levels of what sell pressure or buy pressure will set in and hit the market. All right, so now let's take it again to another time frame to have a closer look on this particular pair as well. So I'm taking it quickly to a weekly time frame. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame on USDJPY. Let's talk about it. Let's simplify the complicated here as well. Let's put meaning into the weekly time frame. Alright, so here on the weekly, I have my weekly mid-range zone over here. Now, if you look closely at the weekly time frame, you can see that initially price was what in a downtrend. Why? Because it kept creating what lower lows and the lower highs over here. This is a lower low, this is a lower high, this is what a lower low, this is what a lower high. Now look at what happened over here. Since price was coming in a downtrend, okay, we expected to see more sell pressure here to the downside before probably a move to the upside. But as you can see, the buy pressure that came over here was so strong that it just broke above this previous resistance level over here, or this previous lower low over here to the upside. So once price has been able to break above this previous lower low and then this resistance level also to the upside, that means that the buyers are now in control, because the move or the trend to the downside has now changed from from downtrend to what to an uptrend. That's basically what I mean. Okay, so this downtrend is no more. We are now in what in an uptrend. So once we are in an uptrend, that means that we are going all the way to hit the level of sensitivity that we predicted on the monthly time frame. All right, so I'm going to take it to another time frame as well, and then we get to see, or we get to find out what exactly is really happening over here after this break to the upside. Okay, so let's take it to the daily time frame and have a closer look as to what exactly is really happening over here on that daily time frame. All right, so I'm going to take it quickly to the daily time frame for further look. Alright, so this is the daily time frame on USDJPY. Now, on the daily time frame, let's talk about our daily levels of sensitivity. So over here on the daily time frame, we have our daily upper zone, daily mid-range zone, and then our daily lower zone as well, which are all areas of what sensitivity in the market. So this is that weekly push that we saw on the weekly time frame. But over here on the daily, we are also seeing a daily push, a daily exhaustion, daily push again, and the price has failed to break above what this daily high to the upside. So what is it doing? Sell pressure is coming and they are pushing price all the way to a downside. So this sell pressure that we are seeing on the daily is coming all the way to end here before the next level of buy pressure will hit in and then push it all the way to the upside. So we are expecting price to fall all the way down to this level of sensitivity before we can pick a buy all the way to the level of what target that we predicted on the monthly time frame. And if you look closely, the daily is also what in an uptrend, which is going in line with the analysis that we have already done. Okay, we have a higher high here, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then higher low as well. So definitely the daily is also in an uptrend, which means that the daily is going in line with the prediction that we have done from the higher time frame. So over here, if price is able to come all the way down here, we pick an entry to the overall direction that we predicted on the monthly time frame. All right, now so let's take it to the 4-hour time frame where we are going to be picking an entry to the upside. All right, so I'm taking it to the 4-hour time frame for each. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame on USDJPY, and this is how we are going to pick our entry to the upside. So this is also what a positional trade. As I've told you guys, all the signals, all the setup, they are all going to be what positional entries. Let me show you how we are going to pick our entry to the upside on USDJPY. So USDJPY on the 4-hour time frame, as I said, we are waiting all the way for price to come on here. Okay, we are waiting for price to drop all the way down to this level, where it will find the next one buy pressure here and then go all the way to the upside as you have predicted. Right, so price will come all the way down below to this support level, where it will find what the next buy pressure, which will take it all the way to the upside. So that is how we are going to pick our entry on USDJPY. Our target is all the way up, okay, at the next monthly upper zone above, which is about how much? 1,492 pips. Okay, so we can catch about 500 pips on this USDJPY if our entry or if our setup is able to play out. So this is my analysis on USDJPY. Let me move quickly to the next pair on my list as I talk to you about. All right, so the next pair is going to be about AUD USD. So let me take my time and also give you analysis on AUD USD as well. So AUD USD, let me start from the higher time frame as well. So I'm switching quickly to a 3 months time frame where I'm going to begin my analysis. All right, so this AUD USD on the 3 months time frame. Let's begin with it. Okay, so on the 3 months time frame, let's talk about how the market is over here, or how the structure of this market is. On a 3 months time over here, we have our upper zone, mid-range zone, and then our lower zone as well. Now, if you look closely, we can see what a strong level of sell pressure coming in from this resistance level, pulling price all the way to the downside. Okay, so the question that we can ask ourselves here on this time frame is that where is this sell pressure going? Okay, this sell pressure is going all the way where? To this level of our sensitivity according to the market structure over here on this time frame. Okay, so we should see more sales to the downside, hitting probably this area before the next level of buy pressure will set in to the upside. And if you look closely, you can see price is creating lower lows and lower highs over here, telling us that indeed price is definitely coming all the way to this level of sensitivity. Now let's take it again to a monthly time frame and have a closer look at what exactly is really happening over here to get a full understanding on this particular pair. All right, so I'm switching it to the monthly time frame for further look and then further analysis. All right, so this is the monthly time frame on AUD USD. Now if you look closely at the monthly time frame, you can see the lower lows and lower highs that we saw on the 3 months time frame. Okay, so the monthly, we have our monthly upper zone, monthly mid-range zone, and then our monthly lower zone as well. So what are we seeing over here? This is a lower low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low, this is also a lower high. So definitely here on the monthly, price is in a downtrend, going in line with the analysis that we just did on the 3 months time frame. Right, and then in addition, if you look closely at this level over here, when price made this push to the downside and this exhaustion to the upside as well, it gave us a reversal candle. Okay, and right exactly on this resistance level over here. Okay, so you have this bearish engulfing candle, which is a reversal candle, which means that price is definitely coming all the way to this level of sensitivity. Now let's take it again to the day time frame to have a further look and a further analysis as well. Okay, I'm taking it to the weekly. I'm taking it to the weekly for further look and further understanding of this particular pair. Right, so this is the weekly time frame on AUD USD. Now on the weekly time frame, we have a weekly upper zone and a weekly lower zone as well. Now if you look closely, when price made this monthly push and this monthly exhaustion, the exhaustion was in the form of an uptrend. Why? Because price created a higher high here, a higher low here, and then a higher high here when it was going for the exhaustion, or when it was going for the monthly retest. All right, and then since the direction is to the downside, this uptrend that we are seeing on the monthly time frame could not continue, because that's not the overall direction. The overall direction is to the downside. So price couldn't create more highs again, but instead sell pressure came here and then pushed price to the downside. All right, so that's why it is very, very important to always know the overall direction of the market, so that you can always be a step ahead. So over here on this time frame, we saw that price has broken structure to the downside. How? By breaking below previous high here, and also breaking below this higher low over here that we are seeing on the weekly time frame. Okay, so I have seen that the weekly time frame has also broken structure to the downside. So that means that we are going in line with the direction that we predicted on the higher time frame. And then in addition, I'm also seeing strong bearish candles all over here, signifying that sellers are in control and they can push price all the way to the upside, all the way to the downside. Now let's take it again to day time frame. Have a closer look at this particular area and know what exactly is also happening here before you can make our final decision. All right, so I'm taking it to day time frame for further look. All right, so this is the day time frame on AUD USD. Let me take my time to also analyze the day time frame for you guys. Now, the day time frame, look at this. We are seeing a series of lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so this is a lower low on the daily, this is a lower high, this is a lower low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low, and the price going up to create a lower high as well. So the daily is also giving us a nice downtrend, meaning that the daily is also going in line with the overall analysis or the overall direction that we predicted. All right, so we have a lower low here, a lower high here, a lower low here and a lower high here as well. So since price is creating a series of lower lows and a lower highs, it has to come all the way up here to complete the lower high before it drops all the way to your downside. So AUD USD, we are staying patient for price to come all the way up here to complete the lower high before the next level of sell pressure will set in to a downside. And if you look closely, I'm seeing what a bullish engulfing candle over here, which means that definitely price coming all the way up here to complete the lower high before the next level of what sell pressure will set in all the way to a downside. And then remember, our target is all the way down to a next yellow zone over here, which is what our monthly lower zone. So this is where we'll be setting our target. This is what the positional entry. Now let me take you to the 4 time frame where we are going to pick an entry to a downside. So I'm taking you to the 4 time frame very quick. Alright, so this is the 4 time frame on AUD USD, and this is how we are going to pick our entry safely to a downside. Now remember, this level over here was the daily lower low. As I said, price has to go all the way up, create what a daily lower high here before the next level of sell pressure was setting all the way to a downside. So AUD USD, as I said, we are waiting patiently for price to go all the way up and then finish what with the daily lower high before the next level of sell pressure was setting all the way to a downside. So if price is able to hit the daily lower high over here or the daily resistance here, we pick our sell to a downside. This is also a positional trade, as I've been saying. We have about 650 pips to catch on this particular pair. So if price that's what we want, we pick our entry all the way to the downside. So that's it for AUD USD and then Usdjpy. If you want more videos like this, kindly subscribe, hit on the bell icon, and then leave a comment below to help the channel out. And then don't forget to join my Telegram channel in the description. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay classy and trade classy.